So when I was a kid, my first job on a funny car was as a parts cleaner. So one of the first things I learned, or one of the first things I had to, get clear, was there were certain rigs that were going to be used for certain jobs. There was the engine rigs, and there were the body rigs, there was a clutch rigs, there was like, different rigs for everything. And I never really put together why, but I just went along with the program. I figured, well, the guy's fanatical, it's his operation, let's go. So this is what I did. And as I progressed, I went through the years and got deeper into it, I kept those basic habits, with the race cars. So, make a long story short, fast forward a couple of few decades, and I've got this Roadrunner here, and I want to build a nice 383 for it. So, I got this motor here, and cleaned it really nice, perfect, and I wanted to paint it inside too, So I did. Painted it with the Rust-Oleum, the red Rust-Oleum, the damp-proof primer they call it. Stuff is great. It's like Gliptol. Gliptol is the thing you're supposed to use, but this Rust-Oleum works just as well. It doesn't come off. So make a long story short, I prepped the block, I cleaned it, and then I painted it. And then it sat for a couple of months. And where it was sitting was the general shop area, so there was always like filings and dust and dirt and everything else that gathered up in it. So when it came time to assemble the block, I had to clean it up really good. So, grabbed some gasoline and squirt everything down, and I wiped it down. I started wiping it down with rags, and didn't think anything of it. We were just cleaning up the block, nice and pretty. I assemble it. I put it in the car. So, make a long story short, this thing fought me like every step of the way. It was never a happy engine. No matter what I did, there was always something with it. But that's all besides the point. So anyway, one day, we're cruising around with the car, and I'm over by one of the big shopping centers here in town, and we're in the parking lot, and I said, I'm just going to let it loose. So I hit it, and we're skating through the parking lot there. That thing's it's screaming, and I let off, and I hear, what happened there, right? I look at the oil pressure gauge, there's nothing, nobody home. So we start driving it home, and it's like it's trying to seize itself. What happened, right? I'll tell you what happened. These red rags that I used, they come in like tan too, right? You get them anywhere, Harbor Freight or any of these places carry these. Well, this is what I used to clean the block before I assembled it. And what happened was, as the motor was running, all of the fibers that had caught themselves in the block from the rag all eventually worked their way down into the oil pan. And this thing has an 8-quart pan with one of those small Moroso pickups on it. And the pickup tried to knit itself a sweater out of this rag. Killed the motor. So the moral of the story is, it's the small little details that'll get you. It was an expensive lesson, but I'll never do it again.